wanna get another one, I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka, Mr. Money Changer, but I know I know the ways that Mr. I want to hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. This is love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka, Mr. Money Changer, but I know the ways that Mr. I want to hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. This is love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka, Mr. Money Changer, but I know the ways that Mr.
That dream of studying and working abroad has been made much accessible to everyone, including you. So worry less about how you're going to get there, because we always make it happen. This is Stepfinders Ghana Limited. We offer a highly professional guidance and support system, both in your university and visa application process. Stepfinders Ghana Limited is a highly trusted agency of the University of the West of Scotland, one of the largest modern universities offering a range of academic, social, and sporting facilities. You can apply for undergraduate, master's and PhD in business and creative industries, education, social sciences, computing, engineering, physical sciences, health, and life sciences. Come through Stepfinders, and for your studies, you get yourself a laptop or a £500 gift voucher. Call on +233 598 4888 04. WhatsApp on +44 7404 711 049. Send us an email or visit our website for more information.
I want to hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. This is love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka, Mr. Money Changer, but I know the ways that Mr.
Afibia muno ni pampempem a ewo akwantom ema ne sika ba fie be niam bi te se adansi ayaresa hoka adesua hoka efie sikatua aware hoka ena eyie ene de keka ho nanso oha kese ewo we mu ni kwan ben so na wo fa hu se botaye nti a wo ma ne sika no ye de ye sa wo ma ne sika afa obi so de sa adwuma we num ne taaya yam hihie pa etoda eche na ahotoso biara eni so we enti na pay angel eden hihie sonko aba sikamanium a yeto ne din direct to merchant remittance yetwa ne tia D2MR we ya kwampa obetimi afa so ama ne sika edi ama ndwumako a woni won di dwuma wo abra emfa odasani ana intemgine ni biara nsem na wakodi usika obetimi afa D2MR so ama ne sika ama wadofo san hihye yesu boa ndwumako nketo na pa o D2MR so no usiketua yemprempren yenje wo hwe yama wo abotayem se usika ekobia ewose eko na ekodi dwuma ewose edi pay angel D2MR aba masikamania ayememremre esanse emfa hu biem ni bia wo ana edwumako a oni omudin sa wo so ne ewo ye yintem ginafo nyine firi ho na yama wadi dwa na wamma ne sika ntem so eni ahotoso mu hwehwe pay angel twa kwan ewo Google Play Store ana Apple Store tua mom direct ne kase pay angela na wajise se global payments, local simplicity.
I want to hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. This is love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka, Mr. Money Changer, but I know the ways that Mr.
ebusia sa wo mani sika efi America memu akofidie enka ni se gya otipa ye kra if you say Pay Angel ediasem panaba Pay Angel se mani sika fi America eko Ghana Nigeria anase Kenya wasemantem ye mani ye ni kaso nkoko ane se o bridge me bia enka ho ena won san chia sika biara eka dia wo mani ne pe ho ani zero stress and no hidden charges. Yes, sign our rater a dance ankasa. Into what trend download the Pay Angel app on or Google Play Store and also Apple Store. Then yes, you come on your way. Pay Angel, global payments, local simplicity.
I shakeleti love. It's love when I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love. Waiting you love, oh. No be waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love. I go do what we done my heart, oh. Go no be vodka. Mr. Money Changer. But when I know the ways that Mr.
Now when he many that's so Arama Baba and Tibuamio Wamia Rabia Amamatu Yanya Wechuma Woni ya walking Araya Yamrao Mira now it's not funny, I need that soul. I'll be right, Papa. Oh, and this why you know, why I know, I'm a yasu, yeah, oh, at you may, when I was praying, I'm the movie, yeah.
Our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Ejo bana Victory is our land. Victory is our land. JJ is a winner. Ghana, of the truck of the land, when and secure future. Development, our goal. From vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength to unity. From vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat, Ghana, our strength to unity. From vision to victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democrat.
Very good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending which part of the world you are. My name is Fifi Asante Mpari, and I'm the Deputy Communication Officer of the NDC UK and Ireland chapter. I'm actually privileged tonight to be your servant by moderating this particular program. Welcome all of you. Please share, call a friend to tell a friend, or tell a friend to tell a friend yourself. Please share as wide as possible. This program is being streamed live, and I will repeat that again. It's being streamed live on the Hit Africa channel, which is the official NDC UK and Ireland chapter channel. It's also being streamed on the same Hit Africa Facebook channel and then Hit Africa YouTube channel. It's also live being streamed on my personal channel, which is official Fifi Asante Mpari. And it also at the same time being streamed live on Kwame Osu Echang also Facebook channel. So please, you could tap on any of these to watch this program live. If colleagues are not here, they haven't actually logged into it, please notify them, let them know that we've started, and let them join, please. So we're looking for more of you to join us. We do it together as always tonight. Tonight is pretty simple. If you have any questions, you're going to type it out, and I believe we will go through and select some of the questions that will be answered by the dignitaries that we will have here. Let's go through a few housekeeping. Please, and my humble plea, my humble plea, don't forget to share. It's very important. Also, we will need the thumbs up. If you have to give us thumbs up, click the like button so that the program can be widely spread across. When we are introducing any of the dignitaries, as often in physical terms, we would have clapped. This time around, we can't do that. So you could use any of the like button, the love button, the fire buttons. Click those buttons just to give us the energy to welcome these dignitaries on board. I can see so many of you up here already. Auntie Becky Stone is here. Manini Mani, Asonaba TV. Thank you for being the first here. And please share it widely for us. What are we here to do tonight? I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what tonight is about, and we can get started. Tonight is about the NDC UK and Ireland chapter launching the chapter's IT project phase 2 entitled PRISM. We call it PRISM. What a very lovely name we've given to the phase 2 of that. And please stay with us. There are a few dignitaries. We're going to have chapter chairman. We're going to have other technical team within or who played very important part of the project. Stay with us and let's do this together as always. As always. Please don't go away. Don't go away. Before we go straight into the nitty-gritty of it, starting from inviting the chapter chairman to give us an overview and what have you, I'm going to do a very quick overview of the section flow. There will be various segments of this. After each segment, there will be commercial break. When there is a commercial break, it won't take even a minute, or even if it is a minute or more than a minute, please stay with us and don't go anywhere, because we have a program packed, filled with amazing stuff. And guess who will be coming? Our own Chairman General will be here. You don't want to miss his words, his encouragement tonight. So if there is anywhere to be this evening, this is the right place to be. Tell a friend to tell a friend, as I say. I will now hand over to a producer as we take a quick commercial break. Thank you.
That dream of studying and working abroad has been made much accessible to everyone, including you. So worry less about how you're going to get there, because we always make it happen. This is Step Finders Ghana Limited. We offer a highly professional guidance and support system, both in your university and visa application process. Step Finders Ghana Limited is a highly trusted agency of the University of the West of Scotland, one of the largest modern universities offering a range of academic, social, and sporting facilities. You can apply for undergraduate, master's and PhD in business and creative industries, education, social sciences, computing, engineering, physical sciences, health, and life sciences. Come through Step Finders, and for your studies, you get yourself a laptop or a £500 gift voucher. Call on +233 598 4888 04. WhatsApp on +44 7404 711 049. Send us an email or visit our website for more information.
Thank you very much for staying with us. I can see a lot more eyeballs, but please, let's keep going. I want to see as many as possible, so the algorithm could take this program for it to go viral. Please, as I introduce our dear chairman, I called him the most decorated and the most celebrated, Chairman Koran Dumba, the chapter chairman, or the NDC UK and Ireland chapter chairman, as he takes the center stage and give us an overview of the vision of the NDC UK and Ireland chapter, the purpose of the Phase 2 project, strategic focus for the 2026, importance of the IT project, and to the party. Chairman, the floor is yours. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Fifi, and a very good evening to the great and good of the NDC, our supporters, sympathizers, members both in the UK and Ireland, as well as in the diaspora in Ghana, and the friends who are tuned in and listening to us. This evening is a momentous one for us as part of the fraternity of the great NDC within the shores of the British Isles. And it's for many reasons. Before I go into that, let me take the opportunity to congratulate our Bedford branch, which we inaugurated last night, Saturday, the 11th of April, 2026, as the 27th branch of our chapter and the 14th branch inaugurated in the last 2.5 years. I doff my hat to the gallant heroes and comrades in Bedford who have made it happen. And we look forward to Southampton pretty shortly by way of inauguration. This evening, we are gathered here to go through another phase in the chapter's evolution. Why did we put in Phase 2 of this project? This entire IT project we launched at the onset of this administration, not just to digitize for the sake of digitizing our chapter operations, but more crucially to bring in more effective and more efficient approaches for running our chapter, for registering our members, and for administering our party on the British Isles. We will talk about Phase 1 and what basically we went through, but we basically laid the overall foundation for Phase 2. The primary focus of Phase 2 was to ensure that we solve certain thieving problems. And what were those problems? When I joined this party decades ago, within the UK and Ireland, over a decade and a half ago. If you wanted to join any branch, you had to fill a paper form that had to be sent to our then Secretary, Honorable Samkwe, in London to be processed and returned to you. We evolved to a point where we had more branches. And to join, you had to fill a paper form as early as a couple of years, 7 years ago. You filled a paper form and sent it to your branch. We then all evolved into the world of Google Forms. I remember being secretary for Milton Keynes branch when we developed our first Google form, and people could fill the Google form and the details came to you in the back door, and you were able to process it. And then we now have 27 branches, meaning every single branch has its own Google form. What do you think about an organization which you try to join and you get asked which branch, and depending on the branch, each branch has its own form. And it also came with its own challenges, different shapes and sizes depending on the capability of branch executives to be able to maintain, institute various Google forms. So we set out to make sure that we streamlined and digitized our membership registration process. Tonight, that is what you will see unfolding. We have come up with a very digitized, streamlined, and very efficient approach where members can go on our website, register, not using the Google forms or the MS forms that we put in place in the not too distant past, but an efficient web form, and be able to make payment for their registration fees, and instantly we will receive both payment and forms to the right folder, both branches and chapter. Why are we doing this? We now have 27 branches. We are seeking to ensure that branch executives focus their attention on the value-add decision-making, approving members, administering branches, organizing meetings, organizing events, and less time spent on that administrative chore of collecting data, managing data, processing it before decisions can be made. That is one of the strategic focus for 2026 in this chapter, making the operations of branches very efficient, particularly for the secretaries and the treasurers, so that your work is more value add and less paper shuffling, data moving, and so on and so forth. This is important for the party. For those of us who are members of the Labour Party, you would know that there's a semblance of this in the Labour Party, but we are taking it to the next level. And we are pioneering something that we believe would be very useful, not just to us on the British Isles, but to our brothers and sisters of the NDC in Canada, in the USA, in Mexico, in France, in Holland, in Norway, in Sweden. I'm talking about the Nordic branches, in Russia, in the UAE, that we can learn together. We can improve this process, and eventually into Ghana, so that someday I can sit in Bunkuru Yoyo with the tap of my phone, I can register, and my branch executives can get a record of my registration and process it seamlessly, and headquarters in Accra gets a copy. That is what the importance of this phase 2 is. Tonight, we will roll it out for you to see what we have been working on behind the scenes for so long, see where we have spent our energies in serving the party, in improving our operations, improving our lot, and demonstrating that we are able to make what we inherited better. So welcome to this program. Thank you very much. Sit tight, buckle your seatbelt. Let's fly into the experience. Thank you.
Sit tight, buckle your seatbelt, and let's fly into the experience. So you are in for a ride tonight, and thank you for staying with us. I can see the eyeballs. Look, we almost hitting 100. I want more, please. I'm Oliver Twist tonight. Oliver wants more. I want more. Before we move to the next stage, let me acknowledge some of you who are here. It's great to all the time, because we can't do this program without you. If you are from any branch or representing any branch, could you also please type at that in your inbox the branch that you are from? It's important. We know the branches who are here. Out of those branches, I have Aisha Saidu. Aisha, welcome on board. I've mentioned Becky Stone already. When your draw is here, who else can I see? I can see Alana Mwakwefri, welcome. I can see Liana Wallow. I believe I haven't butchered your name. Welcome on board. Who else? As we go through, Kiki is here. Kiki, I can see Kiki Mami, Ekia Ayete. Thank you, Kiki. Let's keep sharing. The eyeballs are going up. We need it. And not just sharing as well. Let's love it and like it. Give us all the emojis which are available at your disposal tonight, because we want the algorithms to take this very, very far tonight. Thank you, and God bless you all. I will hand over to the producer again for a quick commercial break as we come back on and speak about the IT project overview. Thank you. Producer.
Afibia mono ni pampempem a ewo akwantom ema ne sika ba fie be niam bi te se adansi ayaresa hoka adesua hoka efie sikatua aware hoka ena eyie ene de keka ho nanso oha kese ewo we mu ni kwan ben so na wo fa hu se botaye nti a wo ma ne sika no ye de ye sa wo ma ne sika afa obi so de sa adwuma we num no taaya yam hihie pa etoda eche na ahotoso biara eni so we enti na pay angel eden hihie sonko aba sikamanium a yeto ne din direct to merchant remittance yetwa ne tia D2MR we ya kwampa obetimi afa so ama ne sika edi ama ndwumako a wo ne won di dwuma wo abra emfa odasani ana intemgine ni biara nsem na wakodi usika obetimi afa D2MR so ama ne sika ama wadofo san hihye yesu boa ndwumako nketo na pa o D2MR so no usiketua ye mprempren yenje wo hwe yama wo abotayem se usika ekobia ewose eko na ekodi dwuma ewose edi pay angel D2MR aba masikamania ayememremre esanse emfa hu biem ni bia wo ana edwumako a oni omudin sa wo so ne ewo ye yintem ginafo nyine firi ho na yama wadi dwa na wamma ne sika ntem so eni ahotoso mu hwehwe pay angel kira kwan ewo Google Play Store ana Apple Store tua mom direct make us pay angela. Now what just say global payments, local simplicity.
Thank you and welcome back once again. Let me acknowledge a few faithful ones who are also here tonight again. I can see new names popping up and it's great to acknowledge them before we move on. Thank you, Dr. Fred from MK. Our own Rabba Brew is here. Benjamin Ejayman, dear brother, chairman of Nottingham, is also here. And then Yapoku, welcome on board. David, Mr. David Agley, yes, thank you. Thank you. Welcome on board as well. I think those are the names that I can see. Maria Mays, thank you. Thank you so much. I've mentioned Wendy Odro already. Now we move into the overview of the phase 1. We are actually launching phase 2 this evening. But it started, you can't go to 2 without 1. So it's good for us to go back to basis and let everybody know where it all started. So I'm going to invite our chapter chairman once again, Chairman Conrad Dumba, on the screen to talk us through phase 1, where we were and how we got here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fifi. And thank you to my good comrades and brothers and sisters still tuned in. So I gave a little bit of a hint at what our problems were and how did we solve it. When this administration took over, we identified the need to immediately put in a very modern website that was very robust. What we had at the time could not allow us to implement some of the payment solutions we wanted. So we built a very modern website, which all of you are very familiar with. I think on the 24th of June 2024, we had the pleasure of Honorable Joyce Bawa Muktari joining us to help us launch that particular website, phase 1 of the project. It delivered a very modern website on a very secure platform that then enabled us to be able to bring various payment processing functionalities into our operations. So the website was set up. And one of the things we did is, at the time, we put on a Google form online to allow people to be able to apply via that mechanism. We hadn't evolved into the web form yet. Subsequently, we changed it to a Microsoft form And then we crucially also embedded payment processing functionality. This was very much needed because we were in the midst of fundraising for our elections in Ghana. And so we were able to take fundraising. Some people paid their fundraising through the chapter website, going via the secure payment processing functionality that was there, that was embedded in the website. When we did our fundraising dinner dance, a number of you bought your tickets through that, which meant we saved money that we would have had to pay to Eventbrite. So those who went through Eventbrite, we had to pay a certain portion to them. But with this particular functionality, we saved a large chunk of that money. And so the payment functionality, the robust website, and putting on an ability to register online via our website for the first time in the history of our chapter was what was delivered in phase 1. Those seemed like successes. However, success always brings a challenge. It's good to grow, but when you grow out of your shoes, meaning you have to buy new shoes. Now, immediately, we identified certain challenges. What it allowed is, and we've had over almost 400 applications through our online process since we put them together. Since we basically went through the website, we have obtained as much as almost 400 applications through that process. There were a couple of challenges we found. One of the things was you had to apply, and then we put in the bank details for the chapter where you don't have to pay the money in or go and pay into your branch. So we had a huge number of applications that came without payment, meaning that branches have to spend time now chasing members who have applied, prospective members, to find out from them, have you made payment? If not, can you make the payment so that we can go ahead and process you? Registration fees is what we mean by the payment. So that was one of the administrative burdens that was shifted. So we digitized the ability to collect the data, but then the ability to now obtain payment and match it to who has paid, who has not paid. You have to go into the bank account, take the bank details, do a reconciliation to who is on there. This person has paid, they say they've not paid, they say they've paid, and what to reconcile. That became another headache. Additionally, because the forms were coming to a designated spot in the chapter, within the chapter secretariat records, these then had to be shared with the various branches so that they can go ahead and what. So it was a manual transmission to various branches, which also created a little bit more of work in the background. And it also became difficult for us to streamline our ability to share with all branches because different branches were on different mailboxes. Some were on outlook.com, others were on gmail.com, others were on hotmail.com, others were on, you name it, yahoo.com. So it was important for us to find an efficient way of what? Solving our problems. So we did achieve and chalk some really good successes. But as in any endeavor, those successes came with their downstream challenges which needed to be solved. Having said that, we also did enjoy some dummy applications. I remember looking at some data about some Mickey Mouse applications. How were we going to resolve that? How are we going to ensure that every application is a success? So we are getting proper hits and not just what we call voyeurism, where people are just unnecessarily trying out, doing whatever they can do, not necessarily to break the system, but just to, if you like, give us data that we cannot use. And therein came phase 2. So together, we worked as a chapter, and the talent that delivered this phase 1 was talent within the chapter. Chapter did not pay a penny in terms of labor or professional cost. Where we needed to buy a license or do whatever, apart from building the website where we got a professional IT services company of international repute to build it, because we wanted it to do it and do it right and secure so that we are fully compliant with GDPR and do not compromise anybody's data. So this is the story of phase 1. The successes we chalked: ability to take payments online, a robust, secure website, ability to take applications online, albeit via MS and Google Forms. And of course, those came with challenges I talked about, which we tried to solve in phase 2. So I would then hand you back to the moderator so that we can talk to how did we solve these problems in phase 2, and then how we can all get a look and feel of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chapter Chairman, Mr. Conrad Dumba. As always, very detailed indeed. And we told you right from the beginning that this program this evening or tonight is not going to be one way. It's not you just going to be here and then dignitaries and myself, we're just going to talk you through. No, it's going to be look and feel. I want you to get your phones ready. A video will be played. At the tail part of that video, there will be a scan me or scan code. Please scan it. Scan it. And when you scan it, it will take you to a page. We will then talk you through for you to have the full aspect of the entire program or the IT work that has been also done. So I think we will take a quick commercial break again, and then we will come back and play that video for every one of us to watch. Thank you.
After a long day at work, there's one thing still on your mind. I need to send money home, and fast. With just one tap on the PayAngel app, you unlock your true power. 0 fees, lightning fast transfers, maximum impact. You soar across cities and oceans, faster, safer, stronger, powered by PayAngel, where every transfer is a mission of love. Back home, your family feels it instantly. Joy, hope, and pride. Because when you send with PayAngel, you're not just sending money, you're sending care. Be the hero back home with PayAngel. 0 fees, instant transfers, maximum impact.
Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing me back on. As I did mention, let's get our mobile phones ready. And then there will be a QR code at the tail end of this video. We will possibly post there for you to take a screenshot, a quick screenshot of that QR code. And that will be our interactive section where you will access a different page and then be able to actually experience what we are talking about or everything that Chairman has detailed. There is a lot more to come. This program is packed of more dignitaries that you don't know. So please don't go anywhere. Let's keep sharing. The eyeball is fluctuating. It goes up, it goes down. I want us to stay here. Don't go anywhere. Let me see if there are any faithful ones in the house again. I can see South London representing. I can see Nottingham representing. I can see Cambridge branch representing. I can see which other branch. Please, if you belong to a branch, type your branch. Even if you don't want to type your name, just type that branch. Let's know that we do have a branch rep here tonight or this evening. Please, please, please. And let's keep sharing. And also don't forget the like and the love buttons is super important. I can now see Leicester represented. Coventry is right here. Radio Gold Newsroom. Somebody, they've been tagged. Sorry, that is a tag. They've been tagged. Yes, so thank you. Warsaw is here. Leeds is here. North London is here. Who again? Ireland is here. Yes. Thank you for typing out. Just if you don't want to type anything or type your name, just type out Bedford is here. Oxford is here. Amazing. London South, which is South London. I can see watching from Slough. Kweku Boatin says. So thank you. Thank all of you. Let's keep sharing and let's keep doing the work that is ahead of us by just loving it and clicking the like button. I'm going to now turn to the producer to play that ultimate video that we've been waiting for. Thank you. Thank you very much, producer. Those of you who managed to scan and have the interactive section, please type yes in the comment box for us, because we wanted you to scan. Hence, I pronounced it earlier for you to be able to do that. Please type yes if you managed to scan and then went into the interactive section. Please type yes or give us a thumbs up. Type yes in the comment. Okay, amazing. I can see yes there. Type yes, please. I can only see one yes at present. I've seen more yes. Yes, the yes is coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So some of us have just not listened, but we've actually had a feel of what has Chairman spoke about, the detail, the information that has been given out there. The amazing thing is in the next section, which I'm just about to invite a gentleman, part of the IT project team. He played a very pivotal role. He's going to actually dive into it, or dive into the phase 2 properly, showing you how it all kind of comes together, gels together, work seamlessly together beautifully. I'm going to invite no other person than one of our own branch chairman from Coventry, Dr. Bamike, to give us that detail. Thank you, Doc. Doc, if you're speaking, you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Doc. Absolutely.
All right. Good evening to you, senior comrade Fifi, and to the viewers from all around the world. Good evening, Chairman, and the host for this program as well. So Chairman of the UK and Ireland chapter did a very good job explaining what the problem was. Even though we had made some good progress with the phase 1, we encountered some problems which we needed to extend the project to a second phase. And he spoke mainly about the fact that we had a very confusing registration process that required a lot of administrative work. So what we have done with regards to streamlining the registration process is that instead of having 27 different MS forms or Google Forms, whichever you're using as a branch, we just had a central WordPress form which is integrated into our website. And if people needed to join, all you needed to do was to forward them that link or tell them go to the website, click on join us, and you can just fill in your details, make your payment, and join. So I'll take everyone through the process as I fill a sample form. So I'm going to share my screen now. So this is what you should meet. So when you go on the website, you have the home page. This is the landing page for the website. And then under the Join Us tab, you click that and you start filling in your details. So I'm just going to take random names. Mr. Moderator, permit me to borrow your last name, if that's all right.
Go for it.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to use Kwesi Impare, male, date of birth. So this is configure the program in such a way that you can't be less than 18. So you have to choose something, a year that shows you are more than 18. So let's say 1996. Random date, maybe the 13th of April, 1996. So occupation, maybe teacher. Qualification, maybe you've got a master's. Address, I just used this address, let me say CV1, because in Coventry, to LP. Email address, I'll just say Kwesi at yahoo.com. Yeah, I can leave the number as such. Just for the sake of demonstration, because being the chairman of Coventry branch, I have access to our email. So I'm going to choose Coventry branch so I can demonstrate to you what happens when this form is filled. No questions. Disclaimer. So there's a strong disclaimer here saying that we still need to go through due process before we accept any new members. So payment does not actually mean acceptance. So we go through the due process before you finally accepted. So there's a disclaimer for a full refund if for some reason you're not accepted. And one of the issues that was raised initially is that when we were sharing these MS forms around, when individual branches had their different MS forms, people could just register and their details would go to the chapter and they haven't paid. So you now have to try to get them to pay. And we still have a number of people whose data have been collected, but they haven't made payments for a very long time. So if you permit me, I'll just move my screen away to put in my card details so that I can make payments. That's going to be very quick. Okay, so here, if you can see, I put in my card details, I made payments. So what happens now is that everything now has been streamlined. So I chose Coventry branch. I'm going to have my details being sent to Coventry branch saying there's a new member called Kwesi Impare who is interested in joining the NDC. He's paid his registration dues and his registration fee and his 3 months of dues. So it's actually a serious member. So then the secretary goes ahead to sort of meet the new person at meetings to verify the person, and then everything is finalized. But on the other hand, the chapter also has details of the person who has registered. So the chapter has details of everybody who registers across the UK, while at the branch level, you only get data of those interested or who live closest to your branch. So what happens now is that after the form has been submitted, Coventry should then get an email. So if we check the time now, at the time I made the application, it was 6:45. So you can see it here saying, dear branch secretary, there is a new registration. Details are as follows. We have Kwesi Empire, we have all the details that we entered into the form. So the branch has it at their end. The chapter, who is the chapter's email that is controlled by the chapter secretariat, will have a similar email to this saying there's somebody who is interested in joining from the UK and Ireland. And it doesn't end here, because it gets to this point, sometimes it can be quite cumbersome for the secretary to keep copying and pasting details all around. So what happens is that there's a OneDrive document, all right, that captures all the emails. So you have the Excel 365. So when each branch has their separate Excel file. So now, for instance, in Coventry, I go in here and you see in real time it's updated saying on the 12th of April 2026 at 6:45 p.m. we had a certain Kwesi Imperial who is male, and you have his whole details here, and then you have this member attached to your register. Okay, so the good thing about this is that if you do not make the payment, your submission is not going to go through. So I remember our chairman talked about Mickey Mouse application. So to prevent that, you have to have your skin in the game. You have to make the payment of £25 as it is at the moment. So the chapter would also have, so the secretary of the chapter who has access to that we also have details like this for all branches. So at the end of the day, at certain points in time, you want to know your membership as a branch secretary. You don't need to chase the chapter and say, well, check your Excel sheets, look for Coventry members. Everybody has theirs in real time. Coventry has theirs, Leicester has theirs, Luton branch has theirs, Reading, Milton Keynes, everyone has theirs. And the good thing also here is that this cannot be edited. All right. So once it enters, you can't edit it to make any changes to this. So security-wise, it's also been very protected. So this is how we have streamlined the whole registration process. So instead of it taking days and maybe weeks because people have got things going on in their life, it just takes a minute, like we have seen here, literally a minute. The person fills the form and it's gone to everywhere it's supposed to go to within just 1 minute. Thank you very much, Senior Comrade Fifi Pare.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bamike of Coventry branch. Yes, Coventry branch chairman. I was nearly going to give you a different branch, but no, Coventry is perfect for you. So we will leave you at Coventry. And Dr. Bamike worked seamlessly with one of our faithful chairmen or chairpersons as well, which is Chairman Rams of Luton. They worked together. As Chairman did mention earlier, these are in-house team that we have put together who have delivered this. Isn't that amazing? That tells you the kind of skill that we have within the NDC. We are going to move to our next segment. Here is going to be questions and answers. We're going to take a few questions from those of you who are here. I can see some of you popping up the questions there. I can see Chairman Ibrahim here from Leicester. He's saying, well done to you, team. Nicholas DF Afamale, I believe I haven't butchered your name, or say Ayuko, awesome work. These are great things that is happening to the chapter, and we can only applaud the team, the chapter leadership who are on the hem of affairs and running these things. These are amazing stuff. Look, these days, it doesn't matter, corporation, political parties, everybody is moving to it's a digital revolution. In addition to or couple up with AI as well, it even goes far beyond some of us, our expectation, So if we don't do these things now, we will end up chasing the wind, and we don't want to do that. Thankfully, we have a chairman who embraces digitalization technology, and we have the men who can also do it. I'm gonna go back to producer. There is a video clip. If we can have that clip to give us an idea of everything that has been said again. There's a clip. Okay, thank you. Thank you, producer. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing me back on. I requested for that video clip again because I saw it in the comments that some of you said you missed the QR code. So I made sure for the second time around, some of you will have the opportunity to scan it. So I believe we were able to do that. So you can have the fill factor of the entire program as well. Now I have questions. I have a few questions, and the audience are also asking a few questions. So we're going to combine a few questions. There are some of the questions I can see here. Technically, I'll be able to answer them because I worked along the team on this project. My producer, who is behind the scenes as well, Richmond Jikushi, worked tirelessly. He is actually a brain behind many of this with chairman, the two combined. You know, their work is more like ministerial work. You take a minister into a particular ministry, and then they are surrounded with experienced workers, experienced servants within that particular ministry. What the experienced servants, what they normally do is they just focus on what they have to do, but it's the duty of that minister to direct that expertise to achieve what the government wants to achieve. And that is exactly what is being done here. We had the IT team who are super good. They are the experienced workers in those ministry. We had the chairman. We had my great friend Richmond Jikushi, who then combine brains and say, look, this is what we want. This is the way of travel. And then they direct them and they deliver something amazing. So thank you. Massive thanks and shout out to the team. Now, from a layman's perspective, one may also ask, why do we need this project? So, Chairman, I will throw this to you. I'm going to ask 3 questions in one to make it easy. One may ask, why do we need this project? What would we say to somebody who think, why do we need this? Also, some naysayers may say, hold it here. This is in breach of constitution because registration actually begins at branches. So why are we now collecting pre-registration information from a chapter's point of view or chapter's website? And finally, my final questions. I hope you got the 2. If you want me to repeat it, please let me know and I will repeat it. Why are we doing this, and why are you embarking on such instead of, a branch embarking on the project? Why is now a chapter embarking on that project and then passing it on to, or the information seamlessly be as we saw, not passing it on? It moves between chapter and branch. My last question will be, operations of political parties and the chapters are now becoming digitalized. Does that mean that every chapter now requires an IT or a director of IT to look after these projects? Because these are done. What about a different administration takes over and they do not have a Scooby, pardon my street English here, about IT? They do not embrace IT and they think, look, this is too much for us. So for that reason, let's go back to the paper trail. Would we then lose all this, or we need a director of IT within every chapter now? Thank you. Right after these 3, we will now take few questions from the audience.
Thank you very much, Fifi. And let me cover it back to front. Constitutional compliance. I think this project, when we started it, and I must first and foremost congratulate and thank from the bottom of my heart the branch chairpersons and branch secretaries of all the 27 branches, because this project we've been working on it for the past 6 to 8 months, and we had to take a full-blown PowerPoint presentation, one to chapter executives. All 28 of us approved it, and I salute my gallant chapter executives and thank you for that. We took it to the extended chapter executives comprising chapter executives and branch chairmen and secretaries from various branches, and unanimously was approved. The accompanying budget was approved, and then we started the process of building. Except for a few hiccups, that meant we lost about 3 months. This should have been done sometime last year. It received unanimous support, meaning everybody was rallied around the idea. And I want to congratulate and thank all the branch chairpersons, branch secretaries for all my 27 branches. You know, I don't know if I can call them all out if I try, but yes, let's give it a shot. From London, I have my south to North London, South London, North London, East London, West London. Further south, you have Kent, you have got Aldershot, Bristol, you've got Reading. I hope I haven't forgotten any. You come a little bit further this way, you have got Luton, you have got Milton Keynes. You can go a bit further up north. I'm talking traditional, I come to new branches. We've got Birmingham, we had Telford, we had Liverpool, Sheffield, Hull, we had Glasgow, we had Ireland. And these basically, Glasgow I mentioned, these basically were your original 13 branches as of October 2023. Now you add the 14 branches, or if you like 13 plus revamped branch. In the particular order of their inauguration, you had Kent, you had Leicester, you had West London, Bristol, then you had Aldershot, Stoke-on-Trent, Leeds, Coventry, Walsall, Northampton, and then subsequently Luton 2.0. That's a good story. We can discuss at another time. And then, of course, in the course of last year, we had Nottingham and Cambridge in one breath. And 24 hours ago, we were celebrating our spanking brand new 27th branch, Bedford. All these have been part of the journey. They've all been supportive in this. So I want to massively shout out to them. The singular person I want to highlight here for their sterling leadership, coordination, you would see them behind the scenes. True leadership is not about doing it, it's about facilitating it being done. My communication officer, Kwame Usachow, he has made sure that all the technical talent we have had have been rallied under his umbrella, under his wing. He's coordinated and ensured that they've been able to deliver. Supported by Fifi Mpare, my very good friend, who you have been listening to, and the dynamic communications team, including the team that runs this chapter TV. If you are watching us, you're watching from the chapter's own TV station, not anybody's, our own TV station. You have got Foster, South London, Richmond of Telford branch, Kiki of North London branch, manning the station. If you have any programs you want, come, they will support you and you can air it. You have Ferdinand of Walsall, we have Emmanuel of Milton Keynes, Philip of Leeds. When you see our spanking brand newsletter, he is the one who is responsible for that, a very brilliant journalist. Chairman Rhymes of Luton, and of course, our dynamite chairman, Dr. Daniel Bamike of Coventry. I thank him specially for coding everything that has happened today. We had a bill of almost £7,000 to do it, which we didn't have. The gentleman has come in and used his professional expertise to make it all work, suave, nice, smooth. So just let me thank those people first. And then say, constitutionally, Article 8, specifically 8.5, Article 8 is clear that membership registration is at the branch. And so until the branch, and I think that a good person raised the question about what we mean by validation. Once the data has been collected, the branch has to then be clear. 1, you are a Ghanaian. 2, you are at least 18. We have coded that into the form. So if you are less than 18, the form won't pick up. If you like, try. If you try an age that's less than 18, the form will block you, right? So 1, you are a Ghanaian. 2, you are at least 18 of age. And 3, you are not a member of any other party. So when the data is collected, it then goes to the branch, and the branch is then able to work. You've got the data in the spreadsheet, clean, nice, smooth. Every branch and their own spreadsheet. You know, no branch can see the others, and so on and so forth. And then they are able to do the approval. It's upon approval that you become a member. We have had to reject members in the immediate past when we're inaugurating branches. If you are rejected, you get a refund, hence that disclaimer. So it is fully constitutionally compliant. What it does is that instead of branches now roaming around with Google Forms or physical forms, collecting data, collating it, and going there, they simply go, we're at a meeting, go into your OneDrive, open the file. Oh, we've had 10 new applications coming. Let's discuss at the meeting, let's approve, done. So fully constitutionally if you like, compliant. Why do we need it? We all do online banking now. We order things online. Everything you do online. So why must we go back to paper? Now, when you do the paper, as I said in phase 1, you now push the work to the branch secretary. My chapter secretariat now has to send it to a branch secretary. They have to compare to the old one, check who has paid, who has not paid, all that hassle. Everybody has a life in addition to being a member of the party. We want to make your life easier. That's our job as chapter executives. If we can make the work of branch executives easier, then we have no business being chapter executives. And that is what this is all about. Making sure that we no longer get applications without payment, meaning you are not chasing people. So if the person is serious, they take it. If they are still thinking, let them think. When they are ready, they come and you get the form straight and you are able to apply. Crucially, all these data is stored in each branch's OneDrive. So it no longer sat on, when I was chairman for Milton Keynes, it will be sitting on my laptop. When I'm leaving, I say, come and I'll give you pen drive or transfer. No, it is in our OneDrive, which is part of the Office 365 suite that has been set up. Very secure, a Microsoft service. Just to be clear, if you use Microsoft, you use Teams, you know where it is going. So we're not going to the technicalities. If anyone had any concerns on data security, we can handle that. Real-time payment processing. No more I've paid into your account, somebody goes and checks and treasurer says, no, I've not received. So no, I've paid, send screenshot. No, it's real-time. If your payment doesn't go through, your form will submit. And once your payment goes through, our payment processor will automatically notify us. It's all there. And within a few days, it will be processed into our target destination account. Of course, in phase 3, we will now look at, currently it will go into a unified account, which will now be what? Disbursed to the branches based on the applications there. We're looking to automate that in phase 3. We're looking to make good even better. So you have the real-time transmission, as Dr. Bamike demonstrated. We are sleeping, somebody applies at midnight, and by the time you wake up, in fact, if you are prompted to wake up within a few seconds, you see it there. I don't lift a finger, branch secretary doesn't lift a finger, chapter secretary doesn't lift a finger, branch chairman doesn't lift a finger, it all goes there. Your job is, next meeting, have an agenda item that says approval of new members. You go in, you look, you vet them, you call them, they come for meeting, you get to know them, you approve, done, voila. The best thing about this I like is this. As part of it, spanking brand new Office 365 packages were procured for all branches. The cost for this comes from chapter share of the 30% of dues that comes to us. So we are making the money you give us work for you. So you no longer need to go for a £150 Zoom account to hold your meetings. You can hold it on Teams, which is within the Office 365 suite. Because it comes with Microsoft Outlook, which is the email. It comes with Teams. It comes with Excel. Now remember, Excel is where the applications are automatically stacked up and updated. And that's done in your Google Drive. Nice and easy. Outlook is where the email notification comes in. Nice and easy. And of course, you have Teams that you can use for your monthly meetings. A number of branches have been using Teams for meetings. The organizational subcommittee that organized our 69th independence anniversary in Nottingham, Teams. Nottingham branch, Teams. A number of branches. I embrace you. I encourage you all to embrace it. There is no need to go and pay £150. We pay £90. That's £75 plus VAT for it. So even if you were paying for it, you save yourself what, £60. But now chapter is absorbing it, and your job is to save that £150 for your refreshments and venues, make them nice for your members to come to meetings and chill. So this is why we have done it, and it's to solve main problems. And one of the biggest problems this protocol has solved is this. In the past, when I joined this party, the then secretary, my brother Sam Kwe, and deputy had challenges with, we had a Google Mail account when we went Google Mail. In fact, initially, it was a private mailbox we used. We professionalized by moving into chapter secretariat at NDC at gmail.com. How was the secretary and the deputy secretary able to access it? It became a problem, sharing password, trust, and issues. There was some difference in views or opinions. That's my euphemism for conflict then. This next administration, the exact same issue happened. How can both the secretary and the chairperson and the deputy secretary have access to the same mailbox? In my administration, it was one of the first things that created a rift between us. And it still reverberates to date. We have solved that problem. Every branch now has your branch name at ndcuki.com, professional. So no longer Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo Mail. It's now at ndcuki.com. We have professionalized our own domain. So the person coming to us can trust that this is ndcuki.com. Additionally, at the branch level, the branch chairman can authenticate into the mailbox using their own Microsoft Authenticator. Those of you who use Microsoft Office at work, you know that. The secretary can also authenticate independently, so they can both go in without having to use the same login credentials. At the chapter level, I can go in, my chapter secretary can go in, my chapter deputy secretary can go in. All of us have been given the credentials. You register on Microsoft Authenticator and you can go in. So that has solved this age-old problem, not just in this chapter, but across other chapters and branches in the globe, where two people have to share the same password, and therefore when they go in, you don't know who has gone in. With Microsoft Authenticator, it's linked to me, register. So when I go in, whatever I do, you can trace it to me. And there's confidence in that. When my secretary goes in, it's to him. When my deputy secretary goes in, it's to him. All three of us can be logged in at the same time from our own, collaborating and working together. And guess what? Because all branches are now in the Microsoft world, Office 365, we can use SharePoint to share files. We don't need to be emailing them across. You just create secure folders or a SharePoint, and then registers and sensitive documents will be put in there within the same ecosystem without flying out and coming back in, and therefore risking potential data exfiltration or data loss or flouting of GDPR. So this whole tool makes us safer, more secure, more GDPR compliant as we've digitalized our operations. And that's why we need it. And I'm very proud of it. And that takes me to the next question. Do we need an IT director to do this? As we automate, we will need that. Perhaps we will designate one or two of our chapter executives to be responsible for it. But we need somebody with the capability to do it. So far, I've got a fantastic team of volunteers and professionals, IT professionals that I mentioned. We've not paid a penny in labor fees in terms of the skills within us to build all of this. That is a question that we have to think through as a chapter and decide whether we need an IT directorate. But clearly, thank you, Richmond, and for the team. You've been providing administrative support to all the branches. Any branch that has not set up your mailbox yet, please do. This is to help us all work together. But if a new administration comes and wants to take us back to the Stone Age, my advice would be it will be difficult. Because when you're having 450 applications coming through in the space of a year or two, and you are going to do paper, where do you keep the paper after that? You scan them. And where do you keep the scans? And by the way, we now have terabytes of storage within, meaning that everything is done within the ecosystem. So if tomorrow I lose elections or I'm walking away, I cannot block you guys out. I just walk, the new administration comes in, the professional service provider resets everything, and you carry on as it is. So I encourage us all to embrace it. Any naysayers still around, we're happy to discuss, happy to chat, but I think the chapter's time has come. It's come for us to keep moving forward. So we spend more time on making decisions and doing value-add activities rather than on data crunching and data collection. That's the little I can add on this. I know it's a lot of little, but thank you.
Thank you very much, Chapter Chairman Conrad Jumba. Please, let's see the likes. Let's see the likes. As I said, after you've heard such awesome briefing, you just have to respond with the likes, whether the laugh signs, the fire signs, you name it, any emoji that you think is great to appreciate one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. And at the moment, the numbers are stable, but as I said, tonight I'm Oliver. I need more. I need more, even though we halfway through it. But I need more. I need more of the numbers. There's so many praises here. Let me look at some of the faithful ones and some of the things that are being said here. What I want the audience to know that we're going to highlight your questions. I can see so many questions there. We have a segment that will be dealing with that shortly. Please, so don't worry, those questions will be answered. Some Chairman, I can see here they're saying that is great, it's transparency, great news. Members are really excited about this. They're really excited. I can see thumbs up. Yeah, that is very great news. I've read that. What are others saying? Amazing, awesome. The response is very, very positive. Good job. I've heard somebody saying we are proud of you, Chairman. Great job from one of our own 4-star. Our Deputy Secretary of Chapter Peace, Isabella Dyson, is also going well to the UK, and I think well done. Yes, well done to the UK and Ireland team. So overall, it's positive news. At this time, we're going to take a quick commercial break, as we've been talking a lot, so that we can have a sip. And when we come back from that sip, we will take you to the next segment. And that is a secret. I'll keep that to myself. Thank you. Producer, take over.
That dream of studying and working abroad has been made much accessible to everyone, including you. So worry less about how you're going to get there, because we always make it happen. This is Staff Finders Ghana Limited. We offer a highly professional guidance and support system, both in your university and visa application process. Staff Finders Ghana Limited is a highly trusted agency of the University of the West of Scotland, one of the largest modern universities offering a range of academic, social, and sporting facilities. You can apply for undergraduate, master's and PhD in business and creative industries, education, social sciences, computing, engineering, physical sciences, health, and life sciences. Come through Staff Finders, and for your studies, you get yourself a laptop or a £500 gift voucher. Call on +233 598 4888 04. WhatsApp on +44 7404 711 049. Send us an email or visit our website for more information.
Thank you, Professor, and thank you. Welcome back, all of you, and thanks for staying with us. Please, let's keep sharing. We're still here. We haven't left yet. We've been joined by one of our bosses all the way from Accra, and it has to be highlighted. He's been part of the chapters in UK. He's a friend of the chapter. He champions this chapter, and tonight he has made time to join us. Let's welcome our Deputy IRD, which is Dr. Carl Ahe, in charge as a deputy Deputy Director of International Relations. Please, the floor is yours, sir. If you are speaking, you are on mute, and possibly you can address all of us and the audience here. With the eyeball, we are over 60, 70 old here, and the floor is yours. If your camera can be on, that will be super. That is only if it is appropriate, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my very good friend, Fifi Asante, and my able chairman, Conrad, my good brother, Kofi Adole, and all other executive members of the UK and Ireland chapter, and especially the entire members of the NDC UK. This evening, I've been listening to, you and then the presentation made by your chairman, and I think that it is in the right direction. Let me first say that our national chairman had wanted to be part of this program. As I speak to you now, he's currently in Asawase constituency, still on the thank you tour, and he cannot join us. And as such, I believe that he will be watching the video, and then he will know what happened, during this excellent launch of your digital platform or website to make the work of the UK and Ireland chapter of the NDC very effective and then functional. This is what we want other chapters to learn from the UK and Ireland chapter, because gone are the days where we rely on this manual way of processing our members at the various chapters. And with this scientific advancement and this digital world, I think the need for us to upgrade ourselves and make our work easier and very simple. I believe that UK and Ireland chapter, as I've always said, still remains the best chapter among the chapters that I've worked with, because your dedication towards work, your commitment, and the zeal to always bring on board new things and make the chapter functional is one of the things that everybody can say about this great chapter. What we will do is always encourage you to put every differences aside. That is the most important aspect of, everything that we do as a chapter, and unite our front with such a brilliant initiative to ensure that everything is on point. That is what I want to hear whenever we discuss about UK and Ireland at FEC. I believe that with this new initiative, things are going to be made so exceptional. And very soon, I believe after this meeting, if our friends from other chapters are part of this program this evening, they will come on board and ask UK and Ireland, how did you do it? Because if I look at how this is going to check, correct, and make things very simple for each and everyone who want to be part of the chapter, I think that these are the things that we expect from you. And RD, the leadership of the party, FEC, are ready to give you the needed support to always come on board with innovative things like this to move the chapter forward. Because it's about the launch of this new platform, I think that there is a little that I can add. And thank you for inviting us and giving us this opportunity to address you all. UK and Ireland chapter, Ayiko. Thank you very much, Comrade Conrad and your team. I'm so much grateful and very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Carl Ahin. He is the Deputy RRD. When you say RRD, for is the abbreviation for the benefit of those of you who have heard it, and it's the International Relations Directorate of the party, and he works or he oversees the UK chapter. I think it's about 3 of them, and they oversee different chapters, but he has always been a friend and a good senior comrade of this chapter, even though he is our superior. And we thank you for your time this evening, Dr. Ahin. We appreciate you as always. Thank you, and God bless you. We wish you a very good evening. Now, we're gonna go straight into some of our audience Q&A. There are some of the questions I'm going to highlight them at the same time. I'll read them out loud, and even though some of them can easily be answered by me, I want the team to take it, whether chairman, whether Dr. Bamike, Chairman Rams. Chairman Rams, I nearly gave you a doctor, but I hope you're not there yet. Maybe I'll be getting there with you. Yes, we will be on that doctorate floor one day. Yes, so the first question that I've highlighted, I said, please, can a paid app member check from the website if his or her name is approved or not? That is Kwesi from Milton Keynes.
I can provide a brief answer, and the techies can add or take away. For now, the answer to the question is no, but we have got that scheduled in phase 2. I think maybe my brother, the techies here, sorry, not phase 2, phase 3. And at the risk of, I mean, there are many things we plan for phase 3, like real-time updates, like my brother is talking about. But one of the key things we're looking to do in phase 3 is to get to a situation where every member will have a profile. So basically end up with an app or a section of the website where each member can have a profile. Once you apply, you get the profile created. You can go in and you see whether you've been approved or rejected. If you're an existing member, you go in, you can see your due status. I mean, I'll leave all the technical element behind how that would work to the techies, but that is the vision, that I don't need to chase my secretary to check my due status. But we'll put it in a way where we have an app that you can easily pay your dues via, right? Your branch will get the money and your status will be updated automatically. So when you go on the app, it will tell you, I'm 6 months overdue, or I have paid and I'm fully up to date. That is for phase 3. So we are kind of taking it bite-sized chunk at a time. Thank you, Kwesi.
Thank you, Chairman. Kwesi, which means get ready. You will be having the chapter in your pocket very soon. App is coming. Our next question here is from Awar Bookback. He said, my question is that if someone is in Ghana, can the person register as a chapter member? Chairman, your chapter is going so popular that they want to even register before they come here.
Well, I mean, one of the requirements of being a member is that you need to be living in the catchment area of the branch. So if you are registering for Birmingham, you need to be living within Birmingham, because we don't want someone in Kent registering in Birmingham. You can never attend their meetings, meaning you are basically technically a member on the books. You are not able to participate. So we discourage that. So that is a policy position, not necessarily what do you call it, a technology situation. But it's good to know that we have great members in Ghana who would want to be part of us. What we would kindly plead is please come across the ocean and join us here. And once you are with us, we are welcome to be part of us. But for now, unfortunately. But yes, we do have, we want supporters from Ghana. We can work together for the betterment of the party and country.
Thank you, Chairman. I will highlight one more question here. Is it, do the applicant get notification when they are accepted by their branch? It's a very good question, and they would like to know.
Doc, do you want to take it?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Chairman. For now, what happens is that your secretary has to still do that due diligence. All right, see that you are who you say you are. You are not affiliated with some other party, and once they are happy with it, the secretariat should actually inform you that you've been accepted into the branch and the party.
Thank you, Doc. But to clarify that question, I'm going to play or be the devil's advocate here and ask you, upon filling up the application form, do the applicant get an instant notification to say that that form is received? Thank you. I'll add that to this.
Yes. So when I finished filling the form, the one I demoed, there's a note there saying, thank you for reaching out. Your form has been submitted. So you get that notification once you submit the form. So immediately you get that, your form has been submitted to the secretariat.
Okay, so thank you, Doc. Yapoku, I've even added a lot more meat into your question, and I believe both have been answered for you. I'm looking through. There is one more question here, which I believe that it will be great for the team to answer. If you bear with me, I'll highlight that. But all praises, all I can see here is so much praises from everybody else. Somebody said, I'm overjoyed to hear someone praise the chapters, especially the UK and Ireland. Let's keep it up. Well done to everyone, especially Chairman Conrad. That is from Vida Kutua. Thank you. Thank you so much for such a very inspired message, Vida. And there's a message here. It's good to highlight it. So this administration, exceptionally, the board, the president is great. And this is from Catherine. I'll just put that here whilst I quickly scan through to get. I think there is a question that I might have mixed, which is very, very important. It would be great if I can see that question. I think I highlighted it, and for some reason I've missed it. Pardon me. I'll go back. No, it's here. It's here. Just bear with me a second, and I'll pull that up. No, I think that has already, yeah, it has already been answered. Thank you. It's the same question, and it has already been answered. So thank you. If you have any questions at present, you can type it in whilst we are still here, and I believe the team will be able to answer those questions. Just updating. Okay, a question has just come in from L.A.J. And I'm going to highlight it for the team. And that will be our last one, please. That will be our last one. So I've just highlighted LAJ asked, how are you able to determine if the applicant is not already affiliated to another political party? I believe this has been touched on, but it's still a question. So I believe we throw more light on it, and it will help everyone. Thank you. I'll leave that to Chairman, if possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a good question. We often use what some would call open source intelligence to determine, and also discussions amongst ourselves as much as practically possible. It will amaze you how sometimes you ask someone and ask someone and ask someone, especially in the course of the new branches we've set up, the 14 new branches set up so far. We've had to decline a few people where we've found out that, okay, this person actually is an active member. On the other side, as of last count, about 3 that I'm aware of. Some are also quite open. So we rely on open source intelligence. And that's why membership is local at the branch. Because most likely the branch members may know you. If it's in Milton Keynes, I may know you or know somebody who knows you or ask around. Between 9 executives, they know around, they might more likely going to be able to pick that up. It's not an exact science, and we'll not always get it spot on or right all the time. But we rely on open source intelligence and by personal reference or personal information from members. And that's what we do. There's another question that's from a gentleman in Oxford. Yeah, thank you. Oxford would make sure it's on there. If it's not currently on there, we'll make sure that it is on there as part of the new branches. I think on the old one, the new one, we put it live today, effective 4 p.m. So if you go on the website now and click, you will see this. So I think that's good feedback to my brother, Dr. Bamike, chairman for Coventry and the technical team. Any branch that is missing, we'll do a quick audit of it, especially the new upcoming branches, and we'll include it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, there is a question here. It's more of, I would say, maybe a prospective businessman or business person. He asked a question that I'm going to highlight it here. And he wants to know if your team can do this. Robert Dagna, he asked, can this in other words, can this be replicated, or can this replicate the same? Can we replicate the same system in Ghana? In other words,
the short answer is yes. And all because you guys know I'm a very short man. I'm a member of the Association of Vertically Challenged Men. Our president was Nanado. And just because I'm short, I need to make it long. So the short answer is yes. The long answer is we hope that our fellow brothers in the diaspora, maybe some already have got a better system than this. Those who don't, we work together to make it even more perfect. But then ultimately, this can be done in Ghana. At the moment, we have 27 branches. This solution is highly scalable. Even if we get 100 branches, we simply need to input them, have the Office 365 mailboxes created for them, and everything will work as simple as that. So if you think about it, in Ghana, if Ghana chooses to do it at the constituency level, we've got 276 constituencies. They can simply do that. So that wherever you are, if you select that constituency, the details go straight to the constituency, and then maybe the constituency can find a way of getting to the branches. We've got over 40,000 branches. So clearly, whilst it's possible to do it at that level, it might be quite cumbersome and expensive. But yes, at the high level, it is possible to do this, either trickling it from the national level down to regional, or even better still at constituency. So at least you carve out a certain amount of manual work involved. And I guess they'll trickle it down to the branches, and then the branches will make sure that they get the work that they need to get done. So yes, the answer is it can be done. And we're hoping to perfect it so that our people in Ghana can ask this fantastic team. I'm clueless on those things, except for a clue or two on IT audits and other stuff. When it comes to the technical stuff, I leave it to the technical team, and of course, under the capable leadership of my communications officer. They are always available. Any chapter, any member of any chapter on the line now, watching this, talk to your chapter. If they want it done, the team is ready and waiting to come and help deploy in your chapter so that we all move together as brothers and sisters in this party.
Thank you, Chairman. You heard it here first. As Chairman said, it's more of growing together. So if you require, you know who to call, and then it will be responded. But I'll put a disclaimer there, maybe just for me as a presenter, minimum fee to be charged. Thank you. Thank you. Don't take me serious on that. We will talk in private. I think we will end this segment. Producer, if you could take us to a commercial break, and then when we come back, we will prep ourselves and see what else we have. Thank you.
After a long day at work, there's one thing still on your mind. I need to send money home, and fast. With just one tap on the PayAngel app, you unlock your true power. Zero fees, lightning fast transfers, maximum impact. You soar across cities and oceans, faster, safer, stronger, powered by PayAngel, where every transfer is a mission of love. Back home, your family feels it instantly. Joy, hope, and pride. Because when you send with PayAngel, you're not just sending money, you're sending care. Be the hero back home with PayAngel. Zero fees, instant transfers, maximum impact.
Thank you very much, Mr. Producer, and welcome back, all of you, and thanks for staying with us. We still have great eyeballs. The likes, the love signs, the fire. Please keep them burning. Let's keep it coming. I'm loving them. It gives us energy. This segment, we're going to now give the opportunity to the producer and chairman to bring the IT team, the men and women, or men and a woman behind this great work, for us to put actually names to those faces. We've heard some of the names, we haven't seen the faces. It's always good to put names to those faces. Those of you who might have asked your questions late, if there is any questions, keep them there. If it's not answered now, as we've streamed nearly 2 hours, yeah, roughly 2 hours. What we will then do is those questions will be put together or compiled, and they will be answered appropriately. Thank you. Chairman, the floor is yours now.
Yes, that's a very key question that I think my brother Eric Sepeni of West London has asked, which I think will be important to address. So he's asked, how does this solution fit into the scenario of the upcoming elections? Let me take advantage and just reiterate to members that the calendar for our elections has been published. Currently, registrations are ongoing between the 1st of April to 25th of April. So do take time out to ensure that any family and friends you know who need to be registered are registered. Ensure that you yourself are fully registered if you've been on platforms and not yet registered. Make sure your details are updated if they need to, because the registration closes on the 25th. Now, if you register using this new solution, it will work. It's acceptable. For now, we're running the hybrid solution where we can't say we are just chop off and change straight over. No immediate changeover. So we let this one run whilst the other solution carries on running. At some point, chapter and branch executives will formally then draw a line and agree that effective of this date, let's all retire every other means and focus on this one going forward. But clearly, as you can see, this provides a clear audit trail. So if on the 26th of April, anybody registers and they are processed, they are outside of the cutoff period. Both the payment records and the timestamp, date and timestamp of the registration record will mean that they are not included. So it will be easy to be able to delineate that. So it should not create any issues at all. So I encourage all of us, let's embrace it. Let's make it work for us. I hope that answered the question. Yes, so that was the question that was up on there. With that being said, what more could we have said? I think I mentioned the names of the people who have been involved in this. A number of you have reached out wanting to participate, and I thank you for that, and we welcome more talent. As a chapter and a party here in the diaspora, our job is to harness the talents of each and every individual one of us in this laboratory called chapter, so that we can demonstrate what we can do. So that when I get a call from Accra, they need a coder, I know who to go to. They need a graphic designer, I know who to go to. They need a project manager, I know who to go to. Let's work together. Let's bring the talents we have. Even if yours is to sit down, observe, and be a tester, test it out, try it and try to break it so that we know that it's robust. We welcome it. From 0 talent to 99.9% or 101% talent, we welcome everybody. I mentioned the names earlier, and I want to reach out to them and thank them for the time they have sacrificed over the last 8 months. Those of you in the IT world who are not yet with us, please join us. Those of you who know what it takes to do this, it's a very expensive business, but we've done it all on the backs of these ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank them, and of course, thank the leadership of the Secretariat and the Communications Office for collaborating and working together, and the gargantuan sacrifice, the project management team, Fifi, Kwame Usachow, Richmond being the project managers, the rest, the technical guys all working underneath it. I want to doff my hat to you and say thank you. I would have loved to say this is the end of it, but as you can see, in the spirit of Oliver Twist, I always want more. You know, I was saying I would love to say this is the end, but in the spirit of Oliver Twist, I need more. So let's have more coming. Phase 3 will come to solve the problems from phase 2, and then more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think my boss Kwame Uswecha has just joined, so we have to project him before I get sacked. As next time you won't see me here. Thank you so much, Kwame. Thank you. In this regard, we have our awesome, indefatigable. I don't like that word because it was hugely used by somebody we all know. But our able, beautiful Deputy Secretary, Isabella Peace Dyson, here. If you could do closing remarks for us, or give us a vote of thanks, and then Chairman will do the closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my colleague, Fifi Mpari Ashanti, for coordinating this. I want to say a huge thank you to God Almighty first, who has enabled this phase 2 to come to existence. My chairman, Comrade Dumba, the communication team led by Owusu Achal, the chairman, Doc Bameke, Mr. Rhymes, all the teams that I can't mention their name. Thank you very much for all your hard work through the 8 months. Phase 1, I've been there from day 1. We want to thank all those who put a lot of stumbling blocks on our ways. Like they say, critics, without critics, we can't move forward. So we need them so that we'll be able to get ourselves on track. This is going to help us. The registration, we believe, is going to go very smoothly for us going forward. We're looking forward to phase 3. And Chairman Comrade Dumba with the team, the UK and Ireland executives, we've been wonderful. In every organization, there is prone to be challenges, but it's about how we move through that challenges and get victory, like what we're getting today. Like my chairman said, our team is very open to support any other chapter who want to embrace this wonderful initiative. To help them, we are widely open. I'd leave my chairman to add the rest, but from me and the secretariat, we said thank you very much and kudos.
Thank you very much, my able Deputy Secretary, Isabella Peace Tyson. The peace has to be pronounced, so it sits within Peace Tyson. Thank you, and God bless you. Chairman, we will now yield the floor to you. Chairman Conrad, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what more could I say? I want to thank everybody in the audience today. Thank you for dialing into your own NDC UK and Ireland chapter TV station for the launch of your own NDC UK Ireland chapter phase 2 website. All we could say is it's always been a pleasure working for you, and we remain singularly focused on serving you, making the good in the chapter better, making your life better, making your experience of membership better. So whatever issues you have in membership, in update, please share with us so that we can throw it into the bucket of phase 3. I'm confident by the time we're doing phase 3, not only will the onboarding process of application be streamlined, but you should work with an app that you can log in and it simply tells you, I am a member in good standing. This is my registration record when I joined, what donations I have made, whether they are funeral contributions, whether they are party election contributions, literally your whole profile on there. So when you walk to Accra and anyone asks you, you can actually show them. And hopefully the ID cards you have now, we can integrate it into that so that you almost have a digital version of that. So you can show on that app your ID card that shows your membership registration number, your date of registration, your record of any positions, committees, branch executive, chapter executive you've served, all your contributions, your due status. One-stop shop for membership management. We aim for that in phase 3. We want more. Bring us the problems. You elected us to solve the problems. Let's put them in that bucket. Let's solve them. And those of you with the solutions, technology, financial, bring them on board. We have great projects ahead, getting our own place. A committee has been set up to do that as well. We envision a day where we have our own massive hall where we can hold our meetings. And of course, rent it out to you who wants to run a birthday party, a funeral, a celebration, whatever it is, or even for church services, and make some money from it so that we are not heavily reliant on dues. It is not beyond us. We've done higher and better in the past, and we can do more. And let me re-emphasize again, thank you for your support from day one for this party of your membership. And thank you during 2024. Together, we raised over £125,000, £70,000 in cash donations, and another £55,000 that we used for our dinner dance and other stuff. What it means is that our best days are yet ahead of us. And there is nothing impossible that we cannot dream and do. So let's rally together in spite of our differences. Let's focus. Let's put chapter first. Let's work for it whilst we serve the party. Thank you very much, all of you, for spending over 2 hours with us. Hopefully it was worth it. God bless us all, and let's shoulder ourselves, working forward together in comradeship for the betterment of our party, our chapter, and our country. God bless us all, and good night.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Audience, don't leave yet. There is item 13 to be served. So stay here for the item 13, and you will see right on our screen. We saved the best till last. From myself, Fifi Asante Mpari, and the entire team, we say good night to you. But stay tuned for the item 13. Thank you.
Yeah, NDC key, an island, chapter, communication, Bureau project team with a vision, from the board to the build, from the dream to the screen, one team, one rhythm. Vision on the table, now we're bringing it alive. From idea to the system, see the future in our eyes. Code running smooth, every module align. When the rhythm meets the logic, yeah, we all shine. Vision and code, we move as one. Beat to the future, till the work is done. Hands in the project, hearts in time. Afrobeat flow, watch the system climb. Started with a vision drawn clear and bold. Chairman can't relate a picture, story untold. Blueprints on the board, see the pathway bright. Turning foresight into structure, day to night. Richmond in the lead, pushing pace with a drive. Spirit in the mission, keeping dreams alive. Every milestone hit, every target in sight. Leadership steady, yeah, the momentum tight. Vision on the table, now we're bringing it alive. From idea to the system, see the future in our eyes. Code running smooth, every module align. When the rhythm meets the logic, yeah, we all shine. Dr. Daniel building logic, deep in the flow. Lines of clean code, watch the framework grow. Execution precise, every function on key. Turning complex ideas into reality. Rhymes in the background, mixing sound with design. Concepts into rhythm, let the tech now shine. When the beat meets the build, everything connects. Innovation moving smooth, no stress, no defects. This is teamwork, no solo runs. Every role matters till the job is done. Different minds, one direction. Get it through craft with human connection. If it is something, bruh. Usuaki all stand tall. Department leadership guiding one and all. Strive, yeah. Support keeping balance in play. Making sure the vision never fades away. Emmanuel Abante steady by the side. Supporting the team with the strength and pride. When the pressure comes, still holding the line. Every contribution part of the design. Vision on the table, now we're bringing it alive. Oh yeah, from idea to the system, see the future in our eyes. Oh yeah, code running smooth, every module align. When the rhythm meets the logic, yeah, we all shine. Vision and code, we move as one. Beat of the future till the work is done. From the boardroom drip to the digital sign. Afrobeat anthem, innovation in time. Yeah, built with purpose, driven by vision, powered by the team.
Abraham, I am real. Now when he many that's all. Abraham, my father, and Tibuamio, I'm a matu, yeah. walking. Araya yamrau mira. Now it's not funny, I need that soul. Abira ya papa.